Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So starting off with the 8-hour, and we are still in a downtrend, so I wouldn't be jumping in for longs on the 8-hour just yet. We have bounced off the 155 early in the week, and we've come back to structure. We did not really find our feet here at this area, which I was expecting. We've got another area a little bit further down, which is around here at 4063. So that's the area that I'm waiting for at the moment. Oscillators ease off quite nicely. So as I said to you earlier in the week, not an area that you want to be jumping in long. And we are, if you look at the moving averages, we haven't had a crossover yet. So no crossover with the moving averages. We're not above the 155. We're still in a downtrend, even though we've created a higher low. So, sorry, a higher high, should I rather say. So this could be a flag that is forming. You just need to be very cautious about what we see at the moment. This could also be an exhaustion bar with an inside bar. So there's bullish and bearish signals all over the place. And that's just an indication of confusion, and confusion happens when you've got people waiting for data, and we're waiting for that catalyst. So pretty similar to the Dow Jones, we've got a pin bar to the downside, pin bar to the upside. Top and bottom of that is pretty much your structure at the moment. Oscillators grouping quite nicely to the downside, not there yet. We've got a crossover of the moving averages here, so you would expect us to attempt to hold this at the moment. If we do hold it, that is a validation on the 3-hour that we have a potential trend reversal happening. So still a situation of wait and see, though, because if we do start dropping below this area of 4063 and come back and retest it, then I would expect us just to continue falling to the downside. We do have a trend line break, a messy trend line break, but it is there nevertheless. So if that holds, then I would expect us to move further past this area we are, but it's going to be messy. So if you look to the left, you can see every single one of these tails they are going to offer support. This one is an interesting one at 4,000, so it hasn't been tested, so very possible that is on the cards as well. Okay, so looking at the hour, you can see we sort of hovered in the moving averages, dropped below them. We've got a crossover brewing. We're still above the 155, so technically still in a bit of an uptrend. And what you're looking for the uptrend right now is a break and retest of 41.30. If that happens, it could validate a flag as well, which give you continuation to the upside. Personally, while we're between the moving averages here, we don't know where we are. We're in no man's land. So I'd be waiting for a drop below the low of yesterday, but at the same time I'd be paying attention to this 4063. So in other words, price comes down here, finds support, bounces back up, and then rejects the 155 or this little swing low here, and you start getting price action. That would indicate, okay, we need to start looking for shorts, and then looking for shorts to attack each of these levels. Just get on the 15-minute for yesterday. There was no real signals yesterday, so it doesn't matter which way we spin it. The only thing it was a good indication was the oscillators and then price action. So you see oscillators group the upside, pin bar. So good area if you look at it from that side. But look at the moving averages. You would have just expected it to come back down here, bounce off here and continue. So that didn't happen. It broke through. It came back to test late in the session before bouncing off. So it wasn't really an opportunity here. Everything that did close. I suppose you could have got a little scalp here, another one here. But for as long as the moving averages are squeezed together like that, you know you're getting an explosive move in a direction. And I suppose the only indicator was the oscillators here. There was no bounce or structure. 50-minute structure there was, but there wasn't really anything off the higher time frames which would have got me into this trade. But anyway, it's at the moment possible trend line break, possible trend line retest. Look at the moving averages on the 15-minute. So I'd be paying attention to these areas here. See if we start dropping, come back and reject these areas on the 15-minute. just because the moving averages are pointing down, I expect us to start tagging all these levels to the downside. So if you've got time, 15-minute, 5-minute charts is probably the way to go today. You probably see a little bit more of a slide until the data comes out. And bear in mind, we've got data this afternoon, and then we've got non-farm payrolls tomorrow. So I suspect we're just going to muck around. We're going to range and just frustrate everybody that's trying to get in and make a quick buck. So patience is key, as usual, on this market. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.